And we're back. We are in level 7, so we're back to, since the first time since the began, we're back to a level that I made. And this is probably the most problematic level in the entire quest. There's definitely the most problems in development. Like, this is the dungeon that had caused us the most issues. Originally, I had a hand remixed track that sounded alright in my sound font, but I had to remix a kind of bad MIDI to try and make it sound a little better. But didn't go over well because I wanted to complete the reference and have it use music from the original dungeon this is loosely based on, at least in terms of shape. As the whole series is the whole game is something of an oracle, a loose oracle's reference. This dungeon is loosely referencing at least in terms of shape, Jabu Jabu, which is infamously the worst dungeon in the Oracle games. But that track didn't work out, so I picked another good track that I like a lot, obviously, because it's from Age of Empires. This is an Age of Empires 2 track that I found a MIDI of. There's our Truth Crystal. So this is a nice little segment. You can grab the Truth Crystal there. I designed this dungeon pretty much room by room. There wasn't a huge amount of thought into the way that it kind of came together, and that ultimately shows extreme backtracking required for this dungeon. And yeah, I mean, I tried to make some shortcuts. Dungeon map. As you can see, this is the front half of the fish. The lower level is the bottom half of the fish. I think this is the most pointless, one of the most pointless dins. Like, she doesn't do anything here. I don't think she has anything to say. Hey, Nayru, heard this poor girl was kidnapped and trapped in this old boss, so I wonder why. Even with Ganon gone, there's still trouble across the world. Can we really help everyone? So in terms of enemy difficulty, this is probably one of the harder dungeons, because my response to not having puzzle ideas is to just have harder enemies. And therefore the difficulty here is not great. This is a puzzle I changed up a bunch because people were getting really confused by it. So I made it a little, so I added this where you can kind of just walk up here. The if you've not lit the way puzzle is you saw that you saw the candle on the other side over there. Oh, my feather. There's a lot of this. So that you just have to come up here this way or that way. That's sort of a new way to go that was added as part of this change to the puzzle, because the staircase wasn't always there. The staircase is new. Because I was adding a staircase because that puzzle was confusing people. I'm trying to talk and I'm playing dog shit. Yeah, fairy somewhere in here too, because the people were having trouble with that. But people were having trouble with this. Go away. That's alright. So people were having trouble with this puzzle. Man, I am not playing well already. That's not a good sign. Or how the rest of this is gonna go, because I'm hoping to finish today. But we may well not. So going over there resets all these boys. Yeah, this is a few too many. See, this is like one of the problems with this dungeon. I did not balance the enemy design at all. But yeah, so this staircase is new, because people were getting really confused. But you have to light this, but it makes the staircase disappear. You can also unlight it now, because this is one of the additions I made. Huh. So we have to light it, and then we have to go around, as you saw. I think that's I think the final version of this puzzle is pretty cool. Obviously, it had to go through a lot of iterations, unlike another puzzle in this, area that also went through several 100,000 iterations. I mean, not literally, but still, it was a pain in the ass. I just remember where those are. Me trying to be interesting with the floor patterns. Let's get some of our bombs back. Man, we're losing bombs on this transaction. Okay, sure, game. Thanks. Alright, so now we have no bombs. That's not good. I believe bombs are required for this dungeon, too, so that's gonna be fun. Here's another puzzle that confuses a lot of people, but it's kind of the point, because you need a dungeon item to do this. But now I can't escape! Yeah, doesn't work. People spend a lot of time trying to break this one, and I'm pretty confident that you can. If only there were two of you. There's your little hint. And then there's this hell room. And yeah. Only place in the quest where there's wind robes. Only place in the whole quest where there's wind robes. But yeah, so this dungeon requires a lot of backtracking. It's two very long paths that go vertical. And either you're hey, we got a key. This is supposed to be something of a mini-boss, but this is definitely not a room. This is one of the flipper rooms, so... The other flipper room is a little more iconic, don't worry. Both of the flipper rooms in this are frustrating for extremely different reasons. I like this room. Makes you jump around the corners. Yeah, we're definitely dead here. Alright. But yeah, this shortcut exists, so you only have to do that bottom room once. Or twice, rather, because you have to do it once to get the Truth Crystal. Definitely think I'll put the Truth Crystal somewhere else in here, and maybe make it a little more useful in here. Especially since this is a dungeon where it could actually be pretty useful. Hey, Shay! You gotta kill more fire rogues. This is an enemy. Man, we are making you fight a lot of hard stuff with the level 2 sword. I mean, I'm making you, this is my dungeon, so I make this decision. To try and make it a normal enemy. So we got a small key for free. Now we've got 2 keys. And then we die. We are gonna not want to die on this next part, because the next part, if you die, it actually punishes you pretty hard. But that's mostly to punish F6ers. You really shouldn't. It's a little easier. We've already done most of the real brutal fighting for us. Everything after the second part of this dungeon is there you go. That's how you just have more. You just multiply them. You can just you can keep the hair and then you can tape it to the next one. Dog immortality achieved. Moldrums. There's this room with our very first boy. This should probably have a Truth Crystal plaque in it to tell you how to beat the Mirror Rogue. This is just relying on you figuring out that that's the only way to kill him. Here's a puzzle room that I thought might be cool, and then is just not cool. Push once. Keep bumping. Alright, it's time for this room. It confuses everybody. This confuses people because that's not a real platform. That's showing you what it'll look like. Once you've unlocked the little path. Now you can jump this way, and then you can jump up there. But we have to go in here. Whoa! So here is the other flipper room, the most famous room in the entire quest, I would say, because this is the room that causes the most problems in the entire quest. In terms of having to go back. I've had to redesign this room physically multiple times so people will understand. So as you can see, the lava is now a different color in here. Also, there's an eye in the wall, and there is 2 bloody red arrows marking this space. So as you can see, if we push this here, there's nothing we can do. And that's because you need the dungeon item to complete this puzzle. And this puzzle is required to complete the dungeon. There is a door that opens when you complete this puzzle. That's bad. And that's why I bring the compass here, to tell you to go. This is the compass shows you the room in which the compass that you find in the room shows you the room that the puzzle in the compass room unlocks. If that makes any sense whatsoever. Here. So everything is pointing to this room being very important, and yet everybody forgot it until I had to redesign it multiple times to make it really stand out. And now I don't think anybody has any problems with it. Things seem impossible. Try tackling them from below. That puzzle is impossible, so from this way. Because you can come in from the north. We can come at it from above. Only land moles in the whole quest, surprisingly. And this puzzle is indeed impossible. We try it this way. Because we need to... Yeah, because the only way to solve this, take this out of the way, is to push this down. We can get inside. Yeah, so as you can see, we can get 3 of the 4, but we can't get the 4th, which requires that. So we have to come from below. I think I could design that better, that block puzzle better. I think it's a clever idea where you have a block puzzle that looks maybe solvable, but is impossible unless you you come in from a different angle. I think it's a little too blatant, but... Confusing myself. We unlock that teleporter later. Alright, now it's time for this part where we go underground. Yeah, so we added this boss block as a shortcut. We got bombs. Okay. Because that's where you get the boss key. So I guess it just makes it obvious that that's the boss key, but there's nothing we can do about it. There's no way to get over there now. And we can do this. That was an attempt at like a jump puzzle. It doesn't work. I think Dark4 is the only person who had exactly had trouble with that message. He couldn't figure out what it meant. Or it was either Dark4 or Effie couldn't figure out what that meant. I think it was Dark4. Because Effie understands the lore of the lava fall. I like this little gimmick. There's another puzzle in the dungeon that uses this with the swinging arm. That using the magic will swing the arm. At least that's the visual idea. Maybe I'll make that a little more obvious in like in the remake. and maybe use the gimmick a little more, because the whole dungeon gimmick kind of is navigation. So having it's in navigation in that there are multiple ways to approach different rooms. And that you have to approach different rooms from different directions to solve the puzzles. So using changeable blocks like that would probably be good. Yeah, that does that, which doesn't help us at all. It's resettable, of course, because otherwise you'd be trapped. Ah, now this classic puzzle. This is a puzzle that I originally made for one of my old quests. And I brought it in because it is exactly the first puzzle I ever made for this dungeon item. And, well, the first big puzzle I ever made for this dungeon item. And I thought it was a really good puzzle, so I brought it back over. And we have the Fiery Gem, aka the Warp Doll, one of the coolest items in the quest. Required 2 heads. So using the Fire Gem, we can place that. Push this all the way over here. That. And puzzle complete. Such a good item. Oh, I did actually. Yeah, I'm right. I did design exactly a singular room that uses the Shadow Hunters. And it's a good Shadow Hunter room. Takes advantage of their best features, which is really putting them in really narrow spaces where they force you to navigate around them really well. Oh, now we have an Aquamentus room. Very difficult. Navigationally, this room kind of sucks. I designed it around pure aesthetics. So you can just do this. Because you can just go around that statue, which makes it really confusing. Because it's otherwise symmetrical. There's no fancy jumping puzzle, so obviously you can't jump over the dark pits in this quest. Maybe in the remake we'll do that. Bats, go away. This is a fire gem puzzle, and we did the wrong one. Yeah, we're dead here. Well, luckily we don't have to walk all the way back. We unlocked the secret. We unlocked the shortcut. it goes. And we can go this way. And there we go. Very carefully. That, and one more. Hey, now we complete this puzzle. Alright. Boom. Boom. Now we can get a small key, and we can get out of here. And we can also actually complete the... Oh, I think we need 2 keys for the downstairs, so we have to head back now. Luckily, we're right here. So this is normally where people would say, oh, I need 2 keys, let me F6. And this is where the F6 punishment comes in. Because you don't want to do that, because you don't want to forget this room. Because it's right here. In the final game, of course, this will have a cutscene. In the remake, of course, this will have a cutscene that shows you what this room does. If we still have this room. Probably not, but we'll have, hopefully, the ability to make these bar switches. It also opens a shortcut, which is nice. That'll show you what these long-range switches actually do. Yeah, I am supposed to have completely forgotten this room. Correct. Well, not anymore. Nobody has forgotten this room anymore. Nobody forgets this room anymore after I redesigned it like 6 times to make it as memorable as possible. Different colored lava, the eye, the bloody red arrows. Eventually, I didn't get any... I don't think I got any questions about it on the forums. There we go. Now there's 2 of me. The path begins and ends with the compass. Yep, we did finally get it. It took me multiple iterations, but eventually... Close voice. But yeah, this is that portal helps a lot, making this a lot faster. So now we can just come over here. The last 2 wind robes in the entire quest. Alright, and you. Yay, all the wind robes are dead. Then we never have to fight a wind robe again. So this is the other room with the bar puzzle. It's also a little bit of a easily cheesable puzzle, unfortunately. It's supposed to be a really difficult jump puzzle. And but there's no actual incentive to go all the way around, because you can just set your, because you're supposed to just set your, thing here. You're supposed to set your fire gem here. I almost forgot to do. So there's actually no reason to go all the way around, so that's why I put the rupee over there, so that you actually have a reason to complete the full circuit. Because otherwise, I could just walk right over there, I could just teleport back and leave, but I want the money, so... you gotta get the money. So I think this was a clever way to make you complete the circuit. We could just take the second slot. And now we don't get the money. Oh, I might as well die if I'm gonna go over here. Alright, last attempt. And we got the money. And now we can go. We don't even need to press the button. Hey, Gina. Dodge. Now we can take the path. That takes us right over here. So there's quite a few shortcuts in this dungeon because it is long and windy, but this is the longest path, I think, is you have to walk all the way back up. Luckily, you don't have to actually complete any of these rooms ever again. All the secrets are permanent. There we go. There's the bomb. You know, I give you a free bomb for the bomb secret down there. Now we don't need to take the shortcut this way. Bounce over here. And now we can use the fire gem. Oh, lots of hearts. Nice. And that's one key. And that's our second key. And now, of course, this is supposed to be very difficult, but because you can just easily cheese it, it's not. Yeah. It's supposed to be like do a fancy trick that shot there, but I just didn't care because it was too hard of a trick shot anyway. So you can do it if you want to be fancy, but it doesn't. It's not even close to actually required. And there's the big key. Let me out. I'm gonna be an MLG gamer by winning the game without a trick shot. I'm good enough. I don't even need the trick shot. Let's grab our feather. So instead of F6ing, you can just use this shortcut that I made for you conveniently in the room that has the secret. It's actually even better than F6ing because you get way over here. So I believe that is actually a faster route than F6ing. Alright. This is a fairly difficult boss, so hopefully we get enough help from these pots. Yeah, there's that shortcut once opened is always open. Fill up our health. And lose our health, I guess. Right, 2 more times. 1. There we go. Alright. So, what do we want out of this? Probably the jumpy jump. Ultimate Chaos Hydra, the Lee Drain. Of course, you can't actually... I believe these are the only remaining piles of damage lava in the entire quest. So you definitely don't want to touch those. Because most lava is pit lava. That is damage lava. Which means if you hit it, it's like spikes. All of the lava in the game was originally damage lava. Before we had a pit script. It was super janky and you could damage boost across it. With the help of the feather. It was designed to try and stop you from using the feather. But in turn, it actually made it using it easier. And now I have to deal with these guys. Yeah, I used the little trick to have those guys appear and make the boss fight a little more exciting. by the time we're done, we should have 500, which should get us another wallet. And Chaos Hydra Caledre. And we're dead. Man, Gleeok is just a shitty enemy. Alright, let's go get some spice. We can't get in there without the hammer. Aw man, the warp system is gonna be great once we introduce it. Thanks, Lino. Really appreciate that. Okay, this takes us to level 5. That's kind of where we wanted to go. I guess that's close enough. There we go. We can wrap stuff up on the coast while we're here. Let's grab a potion so we can cheese Gleeok, because that's really the only way to win against Gleeok. And we can finish up things on the coast as well. That'll make us a little stronger. And a Master Ore. I think that's our 4th? Yeah. Boys. Yeah, I'm glad I shortened this. In the final, in the remake, it's gonna be a lot shorter. Let's just do this one. The unintended. Sure. Okay. The flippers! Yay! Now we can cheese level 8. And we can get some dive secrets. Let's grab the lens. There's a big rupee over there we can get. We don't need it right now. Heart container. One more. We can get the one more. The lake. Well, speaking of things we can do, this is right here. There we go. The heart piece. 3 left to go. Wow, there's a completely useless... That's literally the only thing on this screen. There's literally no other reason to ever come to that screen. No. There we go. 425. There's the number you wanted, right? Okay. Yeah, see? 425. Oh, there, 429. That's better. There we go. 430. Ah, 440. Just while we're over here, we can do this. I'm just gonna put off fighting Gliok. Wow, the golden rock has a message for us. Amazing. See what the message is. Oh, magic. What does that do? Absolutely nothing but give us access to this. Compass. And welcome to the Glowing Chamber, one of our keyest dungeons, and another one with really good music. Also from the same game as the, whatchamacallit, the, Hall of Illusions. Oh, right. So this shows you that these flip the red-blue switches. I think this is the only place we use red-blue switches in the dungeon. In the dungeon, the whole quest. Because we had a red-blue switch script, but we just never needed it. The thing is really impressive, because I know that's like such an easy crutch. Yeah, so that shows you that you need magic for that, and we can do this. This is a cool trick. You can shot over the I love how the whiz robes can trigger these. I also love how I suck. this way. Another Dark Nut room. And then, of course, we get to use the Silver Flame. And we get the Giant's Wallet. And we didn't get the Truth Crystal, because I guess we didn't kill all the enemies in one of the rooms. And that unlocks all of the magic stuff. We have to complete the whole circuit, otherwise... I mean, we can go back the way we came, I think. But either way, we have to go around on this life, because the secret trigger is not permanent. It resets if you die or F6. We need to stay in light mode, essentially. Makes the optional path of this dungeon really cool. Just walk through that. But yeah, this dungeon, I feel like it feels like it's kind of incomplete in a way, but what is here is really cool. But the ideas in here are really, really cool. And you can do a lot of other stuff and get like a ton of extra rupees in here if you actually like don't just like run past everything. Like all of those seemingly optional puzzles unlock rupees, which is really cool. So this is a really good place if you need money. I might even come back here later if I have, if I really need extra money to complete level 9. And since we're in light mode, we can get the Master Roar. And that's another mini dungeon completed. And back to level 7. The free 20 rupees. There we go, 168. 468. It's a better number. Bigger is better. Okay, shoot over here. Thanks, Crow. Fucking go back to 5Bs, you sack of shit. Crow. There we go. And now we can just die. Free money. That was not free money. Okay. Now we're back. Classic tunes. Yes. It unlocks the Master So High, where he in short form ZC style text boxes relays to the entirety of Blood and Ink, unabridged, and you can't skip or speed up the text boxes. Go away, go away. Ah. And we're gonna use the second potion. Screw this boss. Winning. Yeah, the frickin' lava hurts. So don't walk on it. And a heart container. We're almost there. We almost got all of them. And there's Farrower. The only appearance in the quest. Thanks for saving me. Take this. She hands off the Triforce, and then you can get some lore from her if you care. I'm Farrower. This thing suddenly appeared, and I was swept here again by an evil lady. Thanks again, Nayru. Oh, we gotta stop an evil lady. Wow, thanks for the lore. And now what do we do? I believe we can complete we head this way. Aha! Level 5. That's where I wanted to be. Because next up is the Gauntlet. I don't think this is a rare MIDI. I do like it, though, for this dungeon. Because I picked the music for this dungeon as well, even though I didn't design this dungeon. Hehehe, an impressive wand, but its power won't work in here. If you desire the magic lore, you'll need to use power magic. Can't read. Oh, here's this puzzle. Okay, this is a cool puzzle. I believe this is a track from Perfect Dark that I found just browsing the MIDI list on VG Music. These puzzles are so good. We gotta have like special blocks for this. Okay. That way for sure. This way, and that way. And then they have to stay like this because this is so cool. Oh boy, it's the boy. The mirror nut. Die. Okay, we gotta hit you all the time. No way. 3 hits to kill. You guys are so annoying in this room. Exactly, because he's so hard to hit. Constantly getting hit by him. How many times do I have to hit this guy? We're dead. Is he just immortal? I think he might just be immortal. Yeah. I think you just have to deal with him. Team's an asshole. What a dick thing. Alright, so I gotta deal with him. So this is sort of our boss gauntlet. It is the gauntlet, but like how in Zelda games they have that boss rush, this is our version of that. Of course, instead of a boss rush, you get a puzzle rush, because that's really the real challenge of this game. So we can't kill this guy. So we need to push this. Right, I think we need to... Where do I need to put my... Or a timer, because he'll kill me eventually. Really a way to dodge him. So that... I need to send it... Hit it this way, it goes doom, doom, doom. And if we hit it back up, it goes doom, 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 which doesn't help us. So we need it to go, we need to hit it. And now I have to do it again. It's not nice to have to do a puzzle on a timer, but this is an optional area. I mean, if you want the level 3 sword, it's not optional, but... Yeah, they heal when they disappear. It just makes it really hard to kill him. That's why I turned it off for all the Zoras in the quest. I turned them all to 1 health, so you just hit them once and they're dead, but this guy... Yeah, we just don't have enough damage to kill him. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm just gonna assume there's no way to kill him. So let's see if we can push any of these guys. Oh, wait. We actually had it for a second there. What did we do? Yeah, we're definitely dead here. Okay, I see. We have to push that block. I get it now. Yeah, you kind of need the level 3 sword, I think, to kill him. And we're good. Okay. I know how to beat this. Okay, you go here. Okay, so we need to do this a couple of times. There. Go there. No, not like that. Shoot me. That's a cool puzzle, obviously minus the stupid Zora. Oh god. Who's back? Obviously this is a reference to level 5. Obviously that's not happening. Yeah, so that is a cool puzzle. I just hate the stupid Zora. He's annoying. It just puts you on a timer. Luckily, I believe you only have to do it once, because it's a permanent secret. It is not a permanent secret. That is bad. That's just bad. That sucks. It's a pretty difficult puzzle to pull off with the guy shooting at you. Me. Damn it. Get it back. Assault. Hopefully enough HP. Leah. No, we don't. Nice. And now we have to do it again. Right, let's keep doing this again and again. Very exciting director's commentary. I don't really have anything to say. It's just annoying. Gem. Or shoots. Opportunity. Okay, it's doing the thing. And now it's not doing the thing. Yay. Probably still don't have enough HP to do this. Wow, fun. This is very fun and exciting. Yay, and we get to do it again. Should probably go buy another potion. I'll walk back. Devote a couple more goes. Okay. Go there. Yeah, this sucks. I don't really have anything to say. Go to Hellzora. Okay. And we're dead again. Yay! This is the most entertaining I can be for this section. I'm not experienced enough streamer to make this fun to watch. Sorry, guys. Here. Boom. Okay. Well, maybe we actually have enough HP this time. I pray. We got 3 hits that time. Hits. Hey, we did it. And that's a shortcut, I believe, so we need to not die here. This is a one-way. Okay. And we're dead. But at least we unlocked this. Okay, so now we can come over here. Push this. Okay, so what to do, right? These are cool. I just wish they were in a better way. If that makes any sense. These rooms don't really need enemies. There we go. Really tight timing there. Alright. It's the yin yang room. And also, I believe, a level 1 reference. So it's a level 1 and a level 2 reference. 1 and level 5 because of the gel buddies. Oh, right. You can't read this, but I know what this means. Come back here once we have the truth crystal. Alright. Let's open now. Ah, level 4 or level 5 reference. Alright, go. Let's grab us the truth crystal. Now we can go back. But we can't. Oh god, is this not perm? No, it's perm. Unlike the other one. Sorry about that. Fallen, the Zols make infinity. Standing, the Zols make. Have to make more Zols. Yay! And we have a small key. If we can escape. Gonna be right back. Mute. And we're back. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm like messing with my thing. I accidentally kicked out of the window. Alright, so there we go. We can use our key here. The fun and excitement train. Only true friends may finish the journey. Build on your past accolades to open the way. So that just tells you that you need the level 6 dungeon item. Is there a trick here? Ah, yes, there is a trick here. go. Okay. See. Oh, wait a second, key. Darn. I didn't even pay attention to that. Alright, that's my bad. Alright, let's go here. Okay, now the question is... magic blocks will show the way. There we go. Now, Uber Darkness room. Aha! Just to turn on the lights. Go this way first. Oh boy, this is the hardest jump puzzle in the game, I believe. But it is the Gauntlet. Shortcut here. Oh, actually, this doesn't work if we already have it placed. Okay. Okay, what we can do though is we can do that. Test. Okay, so that gives us the down. makeshift waypoint. That worked really well. Back. One more attempt at this. And we wasted. Okay, good. Oh. Okay. Next, we're going. Okay, and now. It's hard, that twist move is really brutal. Don't have the dexterity for it. I don't even think this is a real shortcut, isn't it? Yeah, it's temp. Doesn't actually work. But at least we can respawn here. Go. Oh, I love this little sprite that I made for the broken statue. It looks really cool. Yeah, we need to go over there first. Alright. Get rid of all of this junk. Now, use... we're gonna need this. Actually, we're gonna need it. Damage boost. Push this. And then we get to do this, which is really cool. It's a push block, because it's a statue. Yeah, making the navigation for items better is gonna be a huge part of making our UI more intuitive. Alright, that's our second key. Alright, this is the little shortcut. Right, yeah. A fake shortcut that doesn't work because it's a bug. Well, to be fair, this area was one of the last places finished for the quest, because this was a definitive edition exclusive. There we go. So instead of flashback, this is a foreshadowing of a future famous room from the quest. We got the compass. And weirdly enough, it doesn't show any room. That's because this is the room the compass shows, because there's a hidden little trick here. And then we die. Yeah, it only shows up once we kill all the guys. All the bros. There they go. Big enemy room. This place kind of is pretty brutal. Oh, this is a Ganon's castle flashback to Ganon's castle. This is one of the there. And there's the Master Floor. Alright, so this area is a little bit frustrating, unfortunately. But there's still some cool puzzles in there. And it's an optional area. I mean, it could be better given the importance of the optional item, but still. That's 6 of the ores. We're gonna get the 7th and the 8th now, because we're at level 8, which means we can get the sword. Because you have to beat level 7 to get the sword. And that's just gonna make my life a lot easier going forward. So yeah, I guess I can go more into thoughts on level 7, because I didn't really speak about that level after we beat it. Just kind of ran straight to the Gauntlet. So level 7 is okay. I think I said that I like some of the idea of the gimmick, the idea of coming in from different directions to the same room to solve the puzzles. I think that's a good gimmick. I think that could be expanded on more in the dungeon, using those whatchamacallit, the arms, the moving arms. So I think there's a lot that can be done to make that dungeon better in the remake and keep some of the idea of it alive. There's also a lot of like superfluous rooms in there that are just kill all enemies for no reason. And we're back here. Yeah, having the flippers makes this whole area so much easier. A ton of little ponds and puddles. Still can't do this puzzle because we don't have the grave keepers stick. But we do have the... Oh, we got this ore. So what is the ore I'm missing? Not in the 3... That's not the ore. Ore is somewhere in here. Oh, I know where the ore is. A very specific and silly secret. Alright, this is just an ammo shop. We can deal with that, but here it is. The famous Joker's trick. So there's clearly something going on with that rock. We need to get rid of it, but we can't blow it up. And I would demonstrate, but I'm low on bombs, so just pretend I did a bomb on it and it did nothing, because that's what would happen. But kill this guy, an arrow appears. Aww, that's kind of weird and buggy, almost like that's the whole point of this area. There's the ore. Yeah, there should be more stuff like that in this area, where it just messes with the game mechanics, because that's the whole point. It's becoming that corrupted. Get the heck out of here. Swim upriver. And head on over to the final areas of the game. We're almost to the end here. Alright, level 8, the Haunted Graveyard. Start by doing this. Oh, I love this music. So this is another one of the rare midis in the quest. This is a custom song from Molestance. Really good. We're going to hear more of it later. Guess it's the Truth Crystal, though. And of course, the outdoor music is from Age of Mythology. Oh, what the hell, we'll do it. Just for fun. Of course, it summons Dozoras. But there is 200 rupees. Which means that's gonna make getting the late game shit a lot easier. Okay. It's that easier, but we're gonna come back there in a minute. Let's go over here and finish this part first. Oh, we can also say hi to Den. Hi, Den. Oh, Nayru. Is that a magic amulet? You can see the invisible creatures in here. Be careful, though. Yes, she tells you that the amulet is important. This is a work doll puzzle. You can obviously come here basically anytime and be very confused. But there's the last ore. Now we have all the ore in the world. Child, I sense you have 8 Master Ore. Take the Sword of Evil's Bane to complete your quest. You got the Master Sword. Now we can kill everybody. Speaking of killing people, we can't do that yet. There is Scam Incorporated. let's head in the front door now. We're ready to go. Oh no, let's go grab the key. We can get a key. There's actually a couple things we can do, because we can get into early entrances here. That we could have done, like, already. Small key. So there's the smell K. I think we can do over here. This lets you do other stuff, but we're not going to do those just yet. Let's go in here. Oh, we might not have the help for this. The Phantom Carnival. There's our key. Now we've got 2 keys. Where is this? Permanent. Alright. Man, I can't wait till we have custom graphics and we don't have to just do V1. Have like actual, like, unique graphics for unique objects. Money! We should definitely go get the thing. I think we can get it now. I think we can afford it even. Means we have to go back to level 7. So let's complete this little side quest first. Let's grab this bombos. And then we will grab the... Yeah, you can just jump into here. Not a dive warp or anything. Just takes you out. Yeah, so they'll just basically walk to the nearest... I think might just look at a little health here. Because we can get... bombing. I don't remember what the puzzle is. There it is. Okay. I do remember what the puzzle is. Oh no. It's purple, that means we need to... And I don't think we really need the money right now, so we're not going to do the trap rooms. This is one of my favorite boss key rooms, or dungeon item rooms. I mean, we can swim now, so we don't actually have to jump. So if you see, that gets rid of the chest, so you have to use your brain. This is very cool. Kind of the last love letter to these sorts of puzzles at the end of the quest. And item. The Grave Robber Hammer. Now we can kill Darknut without any trouble. Yeah, those rooms just have rupees in them. They're little traps that trick you. They're a little cool concept. Alright, there we go. Now let's use the head that way. Should take us to level 7. I'm not 100% on how these warps work. I can't wait till we have a custom warp system. No. Alright, this will take us to level 5. This will take us to level 6. This will take us to... Okay, that's the correct thought, I guess. Sure, game. Okay. Now we get to do this puzzle. And lava still requires jumping. Gosh. Over there, jump, jump, and we don't fall in this time. Oh man, it's so nice to have a good weapon. Alright. Now let's the magic switch. This was supposed to be like a much more elaborate puzzle when I was designing this area. This was going to be like a super elaborate thing. I just gave up because of the difficulty of making these tiles look nice. Because these are, the way I did this is, to make this as simple as possible is to do with layers. These are all just, all of the borders are just overlaid on the lava. So, it made it really difficult to do it the way I wanted. Unlocked. Now we can do this with the hammer. And boom. All of the good items. A purple mail. The super quiver. And the super bombs. I mean, not the actual super bombs. Those are later. Here we go. Okay. I love that you can just cheese that. Definitely, it's a Z1. We're doing Z1. Alright. So we want to go all the way back to level 1, I guess. Or level 2, rather. This should take us... Alright, sure. This is acceptable. Now we must travel this way. We can complete the rest of the dungeon. And see, we have a key. Yeah, I added these guys. Once you have the hammer, this is a shortcut. Just walk between these two. Because I thought this was annoying. But, yeah. I really like how this dungeon is set up. This is one of the coolest dungeons in the quest. The way you can kind of do it in any order is awesome. And the fact that you can come in early is cool. Those two. Yeah. Some bombs, but we have 30 now. Gibdo. Yeah, that's not a great one for them. Alright. Let's just go this way. Alright. So that's the big Triforce room, but we need to go around to get to that. So now they're all over there. Alright. What are these guys? Ah, I can one-shot you now, bats. Get the dungeon map. Man, it's so nice to have defenses and strength and actually feel strong for once. Alright, there we go. Here's a cool puzzle that I can completely cheese because I have the swimmy boy. So let's first do the famous fire trick. Then we can just ignore the whole rest of this puzzle. Okay, this puzzle, this was awful. I couldn't figure this out. I think it was broken when I first tried it, but maybe it wasn't. Team's usually smarter than me on this stuff, so this just ended up being really confusing. But let's see. It's still really difficult. But it's super easy to cheese, but I don't want to cheese it. But it's just... I guess we cheesed it. Alright, sure. The compass. Someone will tell you when a key is near. I love that effect with the spikes. We're definitely dead here. Alright, you do get sword beams with the Master Sword. But only, I think I set it to like 90% health. So at least you can take a couple hits and still use it. So it's not completely just only at that maximum health level. Alright, let's cheat. Alright, let's try to do this properly. We did it properly. I didn't cheat the whole time. I'm good. I'm a good at video game. Alright, so this is a cool room that obviously will not exist in the final version where these guys are going to be fully unkillable. But you have to figure out that you use the wand to kill them. Cool little idea, but they're going to be a lot more of a story thing in Din, so... Basically, I'm designing a side quest around them, so... Their lore is making them invincible in this game. But now we have a key. Okay, now I know what we need to do. We need to go this way. This. We can go over here too. We can grab our bonus loot. There's a piece of heart. We need one more. I don't even remember. Well, I think I've gotten basically all of them, so there should be just the one more. The one more, I believe, is in the Black Tower. Do this and get more money, I believe. Which we will want, because we're going to want to go. We're going to be at that 100, so we can go get the wonderful potion for the final area and boss. We're definitely going to want that for the final boss. There we go. Last key. Now this cool little enemy will kill all enemies room. A bunch of enemies, bunch of guys. These guys can only be killed by the hammer. And now we just summoned a bunch of ghosts. Don't want to do. Ow. Come over here. There we go. Big key. And now we can head out. And beat the final boss of the quest. Well, one of the two final bosses of the quest. So yeah, like I said, I really like this dungeon. We haven't fully completed it yet. There's still one more thing we have to do after the boss, but hit this thing to unlock it. There we go. Shouldn't be too hard. Armored Mod Ham Handler. This is the boss. Come over here, buddy. You can't just hide in a little corner. One more head. There we go. Big heart. And Din. Nayru, there you are. I think this puzzle will open the Triforce piece. Remember, we're so close. If you can solve the next room, I can open the path to the Triforce. I think somebody has to stand on the button, and the other retrieves the piece. Only with unison can the final lost treasure be obtained. Three fair friends, all different in dignity, combine the ambition to open the door to the goal. This is the final boss, first of the two final bosses of the quest. The final boss puzzle. Let's get a better spawn on these guys. They just always spawn there. Okay, sure. This is the final boss puzzle of the quest. It is very difficult. And that is intentional. Oh, they don't even care about the spikes, do they? Okay. Oh, wait. These guys are being jerks. Alright. We need to be gemmed over here. And we can use the boomerang to bounce over here. Alright, we can kill these guys. I don't know what I'm doing. So close. We have to go all the way back. Alright. We're close though. Yeah, this is a cool puzzle. Sort of makes you use everything you've learned throughout the entire quest and the dungeon to solve one last really difficult puzzle. The rest of the puzzles in the quest are not super difficult. Wow. I say that. But we have yet to meet good friend level 9's first puzzle, which nobody can figure out, or second puzzle rather, but nobody could ever figure out, and was the number one thing people got stuck on. You need Oh, okay. Yeah, I see where I screwed up here. Alright. There we go. Now we use the ham. And yes, we can. Okay, now we get out of here. Now we can go talk to the hint lady again. We could have been talking to her this whole time, but I forget. It's really easy to forget that she exists. That's probably why nobody ever used her. We do want to talk to her, because now you really have no idea what to do. We have the full complete Triforce. go. Set in. Eek, an evil sorceress took your redhead friend to the Lost Woods. What's she planning to do? Din has been kidnapped. And we must rescue her. There's only one other thing we can do in this quest. I believe, actually, we can one-shot Varen. Let's actually do that. I don't think anybody's ever done that before. A couple other little secrets. Including the hint to the Mega Tier secret, but since I made the Mega Tier secret, I can just do it. This is money, I think, right? When we do the Mega Tier secret, we'll get our pot. It's 160, so. Okay, you go away. I'll do the hint for the Mega Tier secret as well. Oh right, they steal rupees too. I love those guys. The spinny dark nuts. Genies. I'm not gonna do the full thing. Only use of the fire enemy in the entire quest. Lens shows you that those are, in fact, lava tiles. Those are, oh yeah, there are damaged lava tiles here too. Alright, I forgot about that. So you might notice there's this weird little guy here. This little dude. And if we smack it with a hammer, and then use the Lens of Truth, we can see that now we can bomb it. Interesting. 1 rupee? It's red hot for some reason. Oh, we should go to the hottest place in town. Let's go somewhere else. And I guess this is the best we'll do. I don't think Ganon is a viable warp zone. Let's grab our pot while we're here. 140. Wonderful, wonderful. And now we're off to get our Mega Tier secret. And then we can go fight Varen. And then we've beaten the whole game. That's 100%. We could go get the 100th there, but we missed a couple of rupee secrets. So, but in terms of actual, like, good secrets, we've 100% of the game. Okay, you here. Okay. We're going to the Mega Tier. Getting hungry, so I'm starting to forget things. Alright. Bye. Bomb. Hello? Who the hell are you? Well, whatever. I guess I can get some use out of you. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of... Well, it doesn't really matter. I need you to test something for me. This is the combustible lemon. It's designed to blow up a house, so it should be pretty effective. But you only get 1 for free. These are expensive to make, you know. And life gives you lemons. You got the combustible lemon. Are you sure this thing is safe? Get some nice little portal music. Sentry mode activating. Preparing to dispense product. So he'll shoot at you, and then you have this interesting little secret. Oh, we can bomb this. Which something. Ah, a magic trigger. We can trigger that. Aha! Okay. Perhaps. Something here. Oh. It's the cake. The cake is a lie. You can't actually get this. This is a troll. Cake graphic did come out really nice, though. Anyway. 3 super bombs that are just really powerful weapons, basically. It's just a mega tier secret, so it doesn't really do anything. But it's fun. Obviously, that has to be remade, so you can't just have Cave Johnson appear in a real game. But I'll come up with something interesting. Maybe an actually good reward as well. I believe the combustible lemon can one-shot any enemy in the game, though, so it is a decent mega tier. I don't really know else what to give out, because we can give out rupees, but like rupees suck. There's so many rupees in this game that they're kind of not that valuable. So, I gotta figure out what a good reward would be. Maybe we'll just do something like a super bomb again that just one-shots any enemy and you can buy the one at a time. Like with the combustible lemons here. Maybe we'll have combustible mangoes or something. Combustible limes. Anyway. Well, so I designed the final level, which means I will definitely have a lot to say about this dungeon. But the first thing I want to say is that it has my favorite aesthetic of any dungeon that I designed. Because aesthetically, well, it's fucking good. I can toot my own horn a little bit. The Castlevania music is so good. And the black, the white, the red, and the rainbow. So good. Oh yeah, this confuses people, because they think that you have to... that you're somehow trapped, but you're not. And now we get to the official current hardest puzzle in the entire quest. The one thing I got the most questions about out of anything, the most thing most players got stuck on. I did add on. Splitters and spinners. This is not the puzzle. Go away. Darknet. I have the hammer, I should just use it. Money! Yeah, pillars are annoying in this dungeon. they hide a lot of secrets. Here's the Stalfos 3 is what this dungeon is famous for. And have already killed me. And I believe we do it like this every time for reasons. And I believe the enemies respawn every time for reasons. This was actually a surprisingly hard puzzle to get working because of the specific way I set it. It's not that hard to redo. So you may notice this room is not symmetrical. And that's because you can't jump over a gap of 3 fucking bats, man. I love keys, but bats just suck. They're splitters, they always respawn. Yeah, there's definitely some annoying things about this dungeon in terms of, like, enemies and general design. Go away. And that's definitely the stuff that's gonna get fixed in the remake. Because this dungeon kind of is really annoying in terms of enemy. Like, I don't hate it having, like, super difficult enemies and crazy enemies. I do mind... mirror. Well, we want to light the eye that doesn't see anyway, so... So this, we're about to enter the puzzle. We don't have the thing, the fruit crystal. Let's actually go get that so that I can fully demonstrate the stupidity of this. You go here. Okay, get that out of the way. Alright. Oh, that was good. See if we can survive this puzzle and get the crystal. Fire gem. So we're gonna push that. How do we push this one? We gotta get it in there. I see. No, we don't need to do anything here. Around that. Darn. Okay. That and boop. Okay, now we have to make this jump. I believe that is a permanent secret as well, so we don't have to do that again. Alright. We have the truth crystal. Now I can demonstrate the hardest puzzle in the entire quest by popular opinion. And yes, not even the final boss puzzle is the hardest puzzle in the quest. Oh, okay. Boop. Okay, back to the hammer. Sword beams back. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're back. So, as you can see, we are in a room with a lot of pots, very useful for healing, for a fight. The steely-eyed gaze cannot be broken in purple by normal means. Well, how do we get into this room? Well, we're gonna need a big ol' wand. Wow, alright, let's head in here. So we got the wand equipped. What is this? How do we beat him? How do I beat him? I guess we need the arrows. Weird, why does his eye have a question mark in it? Alright. Wow, his eye has a question mark. There are question marks all over his room. You need to have the wand equipped to enter this room. Yeah, we need to go get the silver arrows, which are in the game. They're just really... Well, actually, technically, we already have the silver arrows. The golden arrows are in the game. But these are level 2 arrows because of a weird thing we were doing earlier with the game ban. I am really sucking here. He's also glowing rainbow, which means something's weird about it. It's like, oh my god. Almost like the whole gimmick of the rainbow enemies. Something's weird about them. I am really sucking ass. Alright. Let's try again. Should we heal up a little bit? Man, this music is so perfect for this dungeon, though. I love the black and white floor tile. And then we just lose all the health we just got. Back off, dude. Health, man. There we go, that's one heart. Don't want to go that way. Come on, there's so many freaking pots in here. I cannot wait until we have an actual healing system. We'll just make this so much easier. Because you'll always have basically a full heal on hand. And the pots will have, occasionally, in a room like this, we can just have 4 charges. So you can heal up real easy. You can add to your charges real easily. And then your flask is full, and you can go and take a Goma. No problem. Go around there. Oh, and this is actually a unique magic trigger that has a special question mark when activated. So there's something weird going on there too. It's, oh my god. Oh my god. It's sucking so hard. That's one. Another hit. There we go. And we got a small key. Oh, I didn't fix this. Yeah, it's supposed to go, all of them are supposed to turn into the check mark, but yeah, that's a bug. When I moved everything to make it so that I moved everything back by one to give you A, more room, and B, put in a third thing instead of the two. But yeah, I forgot to change the secret versions. Oh well. Minor, not game-breaking bug. Flame lights the eye, consumed by darkness. We already did that. And this puzzle's already completed. Okay. Hook-ish shot. One key, so we can go up, but we're not gonna do that. You have to get to the next floor on either side. You need a key. We're gonna do it. But we want to get all the keys because you don't want to go up until you have all the keys. Let's die in one of these rooms. We get our health back as well. There we go. Alright, well now that we've beaten the two hardest puzzles in the entire class, this is gonna be just easy. Can the eyes see together? So we want to make all of the eyes see in the same direction. See, now they're not. No. They all looking down. No. They're kind of in an arrow facing. There they go. Yeah, if you stand there, it makes them all see in the same direction. Not a great puzzle, especially with the enemies in here. But yeah, a lot of people just kind of stumble into that one. I think it's a clever idea, I just think that the engine just doesn't make it easy to execute. That's these three. Rainbow block is a switch that will be triggered from somewhere else. Let's grab this. Oh boy, we're in for a fun room. This is the first and one of the only, I believe, 2 instances of the Death Knight appearing in this quest. That is a real Death Knight. I believe he's just kind of glitched himself into the corner. So the thing about Death Knights in this quest is they are also ringleaders, meaning if they die, every other enemy in the room dies. So they make themselves a little easier to fight, and not as actually obnoxious as they seem to be. This one I made a little easier by replacing his split splitting dark nuts with spinning dark nuts, which are much easier to kill since they're basically just dark nut 2s that steal your energy and charge at you. And are very hard to pin down what direction you can hit them from, because they're spinning and their graphics are all fucked up. Let's head this way. And the tower's defenses, it should be an apostrophe S there. The tower defenses can be lowered with special switches. At least it's not unreadable. Well, I shouldn't get caught by those, but we can just kill those and we'll be fine. We don't have to worry about them. Let's just yeah, I made it so this wasn't permanent, so that at least you might have to figure out the actual puzzle. But I don't think it ever worked. I don't think anybody ever figured that. I think a few people. I think that's like a 50% rate. I think 50% of the people actually figured out the puzzle and like, oh, okay, this makes them all be together. And other people were just like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta step on a tile or something. Alright, well, let's just kill these guys and then move on. Dudes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, there's endless. We made a script so that there are endless. Arkia made a script so there's endless buddies. It's an excellent gimmick that we will hopefully use more of. Also, I love these frickin' black and red Armos shooting statues. Screens can only have 10 enemies. All of the ZC fuckery in this quest is really good. Where we just design stuff to mess with ZC people. Like Goma! And that lowers the tower's defenses. I probably should have had a rainbow peg in here, but... They are good to farm, though. Yay, tower's defenses are lowered, which means we can go up here. Alright, extra heart for the road. Fun and exciting adventure room. I like this room. This is just... This is just a maze. Oh, I could break down the thing here, but I could also just kill these guys behind the wall. Be safe. Go. Now we can head up here. Hookshot and oh man, the pattern with the different colored statues too. It's so good. Sorry for tooting my own horn so hard on the visuals. I just love how this dungeon came together in months. Alright, let's go this way. We'll do the music puzzle next. Oh, the Death Knight got me. Death Knights are strong. Stop. Stop, Stalfos. Yeah, it's always better, I think, to do this side first, and then the other side. And then you come back this way. Because you need all of the keys. You can only do one side at a time because you don't have the key numbers. Let's just do this first. I don't want to deal with the death knight right now. Alright. Oh, that's temporary. Oh no! The game is bugged! Alright, people did event. This was one that was a problem in early playtests. We did solve this, but the secret entrance is nearby. There's bombs! The secret entrance is not alone in this way. So it literally gives you the tools to get out. I guess you could waste all your bombs and then you'd be soft locked, but honestly at that point, that's kind of on you. But it is a fair criticism that you should, maybe there should be a thing there or something. But I want to keep that room concept. It's a good concept. Oh, right, we don't do that, right. We just want to do this. Over here. Hey, get off of me. Huh. Weird, the black and white make an arrow here. Save yourself. And there it is, our last heart container piece. We have now collected every single heart container in the game. Yay. Okay. Beware the hidden fire. Okay. Beware the hidden fire. Alright. Well, there's the hidden fire. There we go. Now we get the small key. Beautiful. And we have to fight the Death Knight. Oh, or he can just kill us. Alright, well we've gotten the key from that side. So now we can go up to this side. And we've completed that side of the dungeon, which makes this a lot easier going forward. Because we do need that key. we go. Oh, I actually made that. Fun and excitement room. Alright, that unlocks that permanently, so we never have to do that again. There we go. Now we head on up. Now we have to lower the defenses on this side. Oh, and also we have to read the hint. A fairy with lopsided wings does not fly. And this gives us the compass, which shows us that heart container room. Huh, why would the heart piece room, the heart container piece, be important enough for the compass to show? Unless, paired with that specific hint, it means something. Oh, we have to figure out which one to hit. There we go. Get up here. And here it is, the room that we were foreshadowing. The most hateful room in the entire quest. The you suck and nobody loves you room. Just a lot of Stalfos 3s, and it's really not that easy to kill them. And they will kill you if you jump over. Fun and excitement. Okay, we can do this now, and then we can go get the special item. Go away. Go away. Go. Aha! I triggered the secret. Or I die. We do have to do this again. Yeah, this dungeon definitely needs an overhaul and like a gimmick. I think my idea for the remake is to give it like shifting rooms so that like you can rotate certain parts of the palace instead of the 2-floor gimmick that it has right now. Oh, it's actually a stupid switch. Get our small key. that. Now it's all we need is that last small key. And now we've got to, now we can finish up. Let's go grab our dungeon item. Which is technically not required, but why not, you know. So this is definitely a mistake of me being lazy. I didn't want to make and set up the layered walls. So these are the only two Z1 walkthrough walls in the quest. I know, it's lazy. But, yeah, you can't do anything with that, so you gotta do that. Now you can go here. Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of me being out of ideas in this dungeon. There we go, we have the silver arrows, hurt stronger foes. And now I can shoot the things. Let me hop into this. I think this brings me right back to the entrance here. Yep. And since a fairy cannot have lopsided wings, we know this is correct. And the other room featuring these guys, which means this is also the other. God damn, that's really annoying. This dungeon definitely needs a whole overhaul, especially to have better checkpoints and stuff. And like shortcuts. Because that I think is the big problem, is it just sucks getting hit by anything in this dungeon. And like given that the primary challenge of this dungeon is the difficult enemies, it's kind of obnoxious that anything you do that goes up on that means that you basically get screwed out of and have to walk all the way back. Okay. There you go. And Mola. Give me some goodies. Alright, let's actually deal with this properly. No, that makes it easy. Alright. So now that we have lowered the barrier, we can complete the dungeon. We're basically done now. Oh yeah, bat robes. I forgot that there are bat robes in this quest. Exactly here. I mean, Wizora is technically a bat robe, but not really. These are real bat robes. I used all the obscure Wiz robes, and they're all really obnoxious. Alright, we got the big key now. Now we can head back to the other side. Which is already completed for us. That's why I like doing the other side first, even if it means technically you have to backtrack. It's just nice to be able to just get the boss key and then just do the boss. And we have a potion, so we're all good. We're ready for the boss fight. This is the end of the quest. Ow. Leave me alone. I do want help for this next section. This is a little bit challenging. Have a jump puzzle coming up. Oh, that doesn't help. Alright, no, we don't have a lot of failure room. Alright, there we go. Boom. And yeah, see, this is hard because this is multiple 2 jumps in a row and you have to make all 3. There we go. And then it opens up that really cool looking, I love the block all peg down. It's really cool. Now that's a permanent shortcut. Makes this a lot easier. If you remember from the previous, we can light the eye that doesn't see. Oh yeah, these 2 tile jumps were brutal without the shortcut. Truth reveals the way. This is of course a reference to the actual Black Tower from the original Oracle games, where this is one of the big puzzles. If you have to figure out which of the staircases are the right ones. I keep mixing up the lenses. I believe I tried to place it in a similar position to the one in the Oracle games, but there's way more staircases in the Oracle because their room size is way bigger. There we go. Very cool. I love this room. This opens up a nice, cool shortcut. Makes my life a lot easier. This was one of the definitive edition features, is this awesome shortcut, which just leads you all the way back here. So you're right at the entrance. There's no, if you die, it's immediate. Again, I'm gonna really love the owl statues when they're implemented. The broken wing ones for just acting as respawns that you can choose and set up. It's gonna be really nice. Alright. Let's see if the one-shot works. So, you finally arrived. And you brought the Triforce. How helpful. Ganon was always lazy in his rule, but I shall remake the world. This boring existence shall end with your death. And of course more. I don't know how many. I think it just insta-kills one of her phases. So. Now. He takes on your appearance. Such a cool boss fight. I know it's not super hard, but it is still pretty cool. Even though I imagine animating around these crazy graphics was a pain in the ass. But it does make the fight look really cool. not too easy, at least. There's some. It's a fun fight. Ow. There she's gone. And Nayru, sorry I wasn't much use against Varen. You got the jump on me right after we finished the graveyard. I thought we were done for. That's it, huh? The complete Triforce. You did it! If Varen wished upon the Triforce, who knows what would have happened. You were in the Triforce, Nayru. I wish I could have done more to help. And maybe I could have... Anyway. Come on, Nayru. It seems like you know what you want to do with it. So go on. Wish upon the Triforce. Indeed, Nayru knows what must be done. After many years of war and strife, Hyrule must be revived. The Triforce hunt at last ends. And although Ganon and Varen's vile corruption cannot be forgotten, the Dark King and Sorceress of Shadows are the first to be blotted out of Hyrule's new era. Instead, the citizens breathe fresh air again, and pay respects to those who were lost. Hyrule's recovery brings hope to the rest of the world. If a ruined kingdom can return to glory, and perhaps other lands, gripped by disaster, may yet see their own future rewritten. The end? Continued in Din's Odyssey, coming never. And that's the quest. So I guess final thoughts. It was really fun to make. I really enjoyed working with Arkia and team on this. Obviously the deadline and the actual contest sucked, but we did end up putting it together. And I think there's a lot of really interesting design decisions that we made, and there's a lot of really cool puzzles and dungeon gimmicks that we can expand on in the remake. A lot of good lore, little tidbits that we can expand on. Obviously, the remake is going to have a slightly bigger overworld. Not 2 times bigger, just a little bit bigger. And there's going to be some more dungeons in there. I do wonder, sometimes if there's too many dungeons. I think the game is a good length. It took me, I know everything in the game, so this is technically, I guess I would count this as second playthrough, and it took me, about 7 hours to complete, which I think is a pretty good amount of time. I think the added mini dungeons are probably going to add maybe a few hours onto that. So I think it's about 10 hours to complete right now. So maybe it'll be 15, 20 hours to complete. But I think that's about a good time. 15, 20 hours of gameplay I think will be definitely worth allow us to charge money for the game. I think we could definitely feel confident. There's definitely some rough around the edges bits. The Gauntlet is pretty rough. There's a few dungeons and definitely a few rooms that feel superfluous in some dungeons. Like level 1 has a lot of rooms, and level 7 has a lot of rooms that are just there to fill out the shape. So they're just kind of pointless rooms that make walking around more agonizing. And definitely some parts feel a little unfinished, but overall, I think it's for a Zelda Classic quest, this is pretty damn good, despite the handful of bugs that exist in the quest. Speaking of, right here, there's one. Here's one of the bugs. Music choice could have been better. I could have done a little better with that. Visuals are pretty darn good overall. Not super happy with the lake and the river again, but the rest was... Yeah, the larger room size is going to probably help a lot. We can do a lot more. It also will make a lot of puzzles. We can make bigger puzzles that are more interesting and engaging. That'll mean we'll have the ability to not worry about... those rooms will have more interesting puzzles, and we'll have fewer rooms overall, so we don't have to worry about filling out the space. Plus, since most of the dungeons are getting pretty major overhauls, with the exceptions, I think, of level 3, which is going to be almost identical, with a small puzzle gauntlet added to replace the 1 key. And level 5, I think, is supposed to remain mostly the same as well. And level 8, I believe, is also going to stay mostly the same. And those are the 3 best levels in the quest, so yeah, those should probably stay the same. Also, I assume the Hall of Illusions will probably be similar, because that's one of the other best dungeons in the quest. Everything else will probably receive at least some level of an overhaul. Especially the ones that need the most, like level 7 and especially level 9. And Gan, obviously, is fine for what it is. It's a little annoying, but it's meant to be a level 9 from the original game, so... I think it all comes together pretty well in the end. Well, now that we've completed the game, I can not think that this is a waste of money. Gamble time! This game is illegal in most places. Oh, I lost money. But yeah, I think this is in a decent place. I think that we can only go up in the remake, and I'm definitely looking forward to when I have like the mental energy to start getting back to graphics again. We can start putting together some really nice. We can finish putting the engine together and going over the objects and stuff like that. I think there is a really good game here that I think will be that people will be able to enjoy, and I hope that if we can actually, eventually pull it all together, I think it'll be worth it for all the people, because this is a game that, if it was in a better engine, had a little bit of the roughness around the edges, and it wasn't a fan game, I would feel pretty proud selling this. So I think people would have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, I think that's just about everything I have to say before I start repeating myself. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the director's commentary, and hopefully Team will do one of his own eventually, because I'm sure he has a lot to say about his dungeons, and I'd be interested to hear what he has to say about the other dungeons as well. These are, I guess, my initial thoughts. Yeah. Let's end the game. Save. And thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good evening. I'm gonna go eat now. I'm very hungry. See ya.